In
I think part of
one
it's
breath, what is
part
your
of it's
summary?
So I guess what happened last session is when we were running away from the fireballs from the skulls, from the I'm a helpless wizard. Oh, I'm actually secretly a demon in disguise. Should have blown his face off. I guess during that
tried.
running away, you know what? I should have helped you with that. That's
We
my
should
bad.
maybe if all three of us chimed in together.
So as during that running away, I guess some of you got teleported to like an alternative dimension, and then you had like a 2-hour long conversation with the dragon who was just doing some mind fuckery. And I guess Helene got really, really upset. Something involving a child, I think, but not this sassy child that we have. A different, possibly sassy child. And that's all I remember. I think the dragon was green. Did I just get the color right?
I think so.
Kind of.
Yeah, the dragon
I'm
was
surprised.
the dragon was a massive asshole.
Yes, I do remember something along that vibe.
Basically,
Wasn't he blue?
he was like teal.
Don't tell me he's blue.
He's teal.
My memory has this green.
He's a bluish green. But yes, we got teleported to what was apparently a dream realm that this dragon controls. And the dragon thought we would really appreciate if he showed up and said, "Hey, you know how you guys got captured like a decade or more ago? How would you like it if in this dream world I showed you what might have happened if you didn't get captured? Granted, I can't make that reality, and so you'll go back to your world of where you still got captured and everything still sucks. But wouldn't you want to feel good right now in this dream that will give you no pleasure and no satisfaction in the real life? Wouldn't that be great? Oh, you guys don't like that? Oh, I see. Well, I'm going to do it anyway."
No damage.
So we yelled at the dragon for a bit until it said, fine, I guess you can fight some brooms or something. And we said, fuck you. And smashed his brooms to smithereens.
Well, that's right. There were brooms. It's sort of coming together.
And he showed us, like, scenes of, Helene's daughter before they got captured, and Antavos's niece who took up one of his weapons after he disappeared, and Pem, just as Pem, he showed up and was like, "Hey, I'm Pem." And the dragon went,
I was
"Okay."
there, had a good time, watched everything happen, didn't die.
You sat up in a treehouse and sniped people with Toll the Dead.
Tactical Toll the Dead, yeah.
Tactical bells.
Bing bong.
I realized I wasn't
Bing
present
bong.
for any of this. I got kidnapped by the demon man.
You did get kidnapped by the demon man because he was interested in the fact that you were brewing beer in a bag of holding.
Hey, listen, sometimes it pays to have weird interests.
I'm so glad that you captured that, Salty.
Oh, it wasn't me that captured it. It was just in the other channel that fits perfectly now, too.
But it's wonderful.
I don't even remember where Ptolemy disappeared. I remember scarecrows and fingers and...
He disappeared into the wine barrel after Antavos let him get plastered.
All right, he dumped me in a wine barrel, right?
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I can't actually argue with that description. I said I wouldn't say I let him, but I encouraged
You
him
actively fought against Helene, who was trying to get you not to let him do that. So, I would say you got him plastered.
I did not discourage him. I was not the one feeding him the alcohol, but I did actively protect his right to do it.
I love how dysfunctional we are as a group.
I mean, isn't that every D&D party?
This
But isn't that always us specifically? This is not new.
Extra dysfunctional.
All right.
Hang on. Hang on.
Fuck off and get bent, pantsy.
All right, we're good.
Entering into the night of about the 5th day, entering the Ember Temple, we begin with session 17, part 2 of said Ember Temple. Nomenclature's nobodies narrowly avoided being broiled alive by a couple of its guardians, though part of the group is still unaccounted for. Those that cross the threshold into safety found themselves spirited away to a strange dimension, which a creature claiming to be one of the Bazaar's key players toys with fragments of their fractured memories. While the dragon, admittedly, failed miserably to ingratiate herself to the most ungrateful mortals, they did find themselves back in the vault of Ravenloft's best-kept nightmares with a little bit more spring in their step. Now, about that bottle of wine. Ptolemy, where we last left off with you, a face, pale white, had growled at you, and then its hands had leapt out and threw you into this giant vat of wine. And right now it feels like you're floating and weighed down heavily. All sense of light is so far away, and this face floats in front of yours, and it seems familiar. And its mask of anger softens into something more tired. It opens its lips at the same time as you do, and bubbles of air float towards the surface as you fall further and further into the dark. You blink, and it blinks at the same time. A dull roar rings in your ears, though, as the rush of water, it's almost as if a little balloon has popped, and you are falling. Helene and Jantavos and Lilaway, you have, in between steps, gone into that strange realm between realms within your mind for what felt only like a couple seconds. And then you hear this rip in the ceiling above you, and it's just a tear in midair. And all of a sudden, wine is spilling down over where also Naum had been ducking into the hallway away from the fireballs. And Ptolemy is hurtling about 8 feet in midair and down, being deposited in a splash of wine on the floor in front of Helene, who feels a small, tiny spider also go plop on top of her head.
What the? Ptolemy?
And Ptolemy, you feel a little bit heavier, and to everyone else, you see that Ptolemy seems a bit older. Still a boy, but a little bit closer to more of a man.
So he's like a teenager now?
Yeah, mid-teens.
And what do his ears look like? Salty, I guess.
Hold on.
I
have
remember
because that does. I'm confused on how that works. Hold on. So that will affect my decision or how that answers how that. So I guess it's not much of a surprise if people can actually see my sheet now.
They shouldn't be able to see everything.
I've set it up so that it's only set to observer, so they can't really see much of your sheet.
I've literally never looked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, observer just basically, or limited or something. They can basically see your name.
Okay. So that's the route we're going. He doesn't look older, he looks stretched. Like, his facial features and everything else still retain the same image, but he seems paler and more stretched out. Like, taller, lankier maybe, but not necessarily looking older.
And I guess because I remember Antavos made a comment on him being an elf back in, what was it, Nomenclature's forest house thing.
They are not nearly as pointy as they once were.
Okay. Young Ptolemy. You look different than we saw you just a day or so before. Are you alright?
You.
I guess the other question is, am I still drunk?
Shouldn't be drinking.
I was in a wine casket for I don't know how transdimensionally long. And I was drunk as fuck the last time I remember when I ended with Ptolemy.
He got drunk as fuck and then he immediately vanished.
I don't think Nahum was present for that particular. The player remembers, but the character doesn't remember. Why were you in a wine casket? Who let you in there?
Well,
Helene looks pointedly at Antavos.
Well, he was enjoying the spoils of our victory there at the Vistani's winery, I guess. Who was I to stop him?
What do you mean? It's... He just points kind of lazily over, you put me in a barrel.
I did not. You did.
Fun.
I
was like...
merely made sure you didn't crack your skull.
That was what? Last night? It was last night. How did I get here? It's stinky in here.
Certainly. What do you remember of your time in the barrel, I guess? You vanished. There was some face or something that grabbed you and you disappeared into the, inches of wine at the bottom of the barrel.
That couldn't have happened. I felt magic. He waves his hands up in a kind of mystical fashion. Magic.
Daughter of man, Helene, can you perhaps help him from his state? We may need him in more conscious.
Oh, way ahead of you, man. First of all, can we unpause the game?
No. Sorry about that.
It's all right. And thankfully, I did not unprepare this.
Ptolemy. Roll me a con save at advantage. As you see Helene, I'm guessing, trying to prepare a spell.
Con save with advantage. Is this something I want to succeed or fail? Because if I want to
Yes,
stay drunk,
you would
Ptolemy
like-
wants to stay drunk. Cons wells.
If you want to try and shrug off the magical teleportation wine, then you are able to.
Wow, no, Ptolemy's gonna ride the high. He just saw a spooky ghost face in the wine and does not like what he sees, so...
Helene, you're gonna go forward with your spell cast.
Yeah, she has no reason not to.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna let... Aw.
I'm trying to be fair, she would have no reason not to get the spell off. So
Ptolemy just in the middle of waving his fingers, saying, oh. Man.
You shouldn't be drunk at your age.
What do you know?
It is his prerogative
Spoiled
to be
sport.
that way, but we certainly need his mind now.
Well, his liver in the future will appreciate it.
Don't underestimate the power a drunk illusionist can accomplish. But now you'll never see it. Your loss.
Yeah, I've seen one poop his pants.
On that note, we're gonna swap over the camera over to a different group real quick. Zen,
Yes.
is that your turn? No, sorry, that's a meme from the other game. Damn it, Salty. You found yourself making small talk and talking specifically about the processes that are currently going on within the bag of holding you had secured some time ago, and the attempts to brew within it, and also and the Arcanoloth, companion of forced circumstance, has been taking notes and also offering his own insights into how magic of this sort may positively or negatively affect the processes. And there is a sudden dull thunderclap. A storm whipping dust, and you can like a portal opens, tears through reality across from you, and out tumbles a very wind-battered Avery. It comes to a skidding halt, kind of in front of you, in this little broken, dilapidated room. His head spinning a little bit.
Ah. It seems we are joined by
And then a flying frying pan flies through and knocks him off the back of his head, and he's currently unconscious because he just texted me that he's cooking food.
Motherfucker.
So,
I'm switching up right now. I just jumped in. Listen, while
well, you should have said something to that effect. Anyways, I think this is funny, so you're now sleeping.
Seems I was mistaken. Anyways, back to the
Is it one of your other companions, one of your friends, that just deposited himself on before us?
I don't believe it was he that deposited himself. I should probably check for CTE, however. Do a quick cursory glance.
There's an Acme cartoon bump on the back of his head growing, but he's fine otherwise.
How very cartoonish. In any case, let us talk about the Wild Yeasts.
Flipping back to the main group, everyone, you heard that dull boom coming from this a ways. There is a door made of amber, much like the rest of this, the walls of this temple. And it's ornately chiseled. But you definitely heard that noise over here.
quick question before we move on. So my lesser restoration did not do anything to Ptolemy's dimensions.
Nothing to the dimensions, just the buzz. You have successfully performed as Zidane.
Okay.
Mention it to him, he might say something, but no, yeah. He doesn't seem to notice it either.
He doesn't notice that his dimensions are off?
Not at the moment, nope.
Oh, okay.
He's just also getting over a buzz that you've forcefully ended, so He's writing down his
That's fair.
His Book of Grudges. Are you a dwarf?
Ptolemy, do you feel all right?
I felt all right before you, well, magicked away my fun.
Well, there appears to be a lingering effect. This question might sound odd, but do you feel taller?
Do I feel...
I swear you're taller.
Here, let's look at this. And Antivos takes Amponia's rose off his back and just sets it head down next to Ptolemy. It's probably about a 4.5 foot tall weapon. Was he about the same height as it before? Shorter?
Say probably about the same size as that, so he'd be a little over it now.
Team, you certainly have grown some.
Magic, yeah. Like I said, drunken illusionists, can get into the weirdest things.
No matter.
I don't think this is an illusion.
Well,
do we all notice the ears, or did just Antivos notice that? DM.
Is it something you guys have been paying attention to?
I like to. Oh, this is gonna come out terribly. I like to stare the child up and down, see anything's different.
I would like to call,
like casing the child.
I would like to call the police.
I am the police.
That's the problem.
Oh no!
I would like to call the police.
Internal affairs?
No matter. Whatever's happened, we can sort it out later. Here is not the place nor the time.
Well,
we've
gone from one trouble to another, and I believe there is another skeleton right behind that door over there. Possibly with another fireball.
Ah, wonderful.
Well,
Nate pulls out a shield and the gun, gets ready to breach the room.
By the way, are you not able to see anything?
I have no dark vision.
Didn't I share my dark vision, or did you not get hit with that? Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry.
So all of the non-humans are just moving around like normal, and then the humans are like, guys?
I mean,
where's the child going?
If anything, I'll just produce light on myself so I can
try to sneak around the corner real quick.
No, come back. That's where the fireballs are. Somebody stop that child!
I mean,
it's gonna blow up.
Did we see it? Like, did he stealth?
Well, I mean, he's
always alert.
I'm asking you, Salty. Did he stealth?
He's not stealth. He's waiting more so to kind of just step back if everyone's turning and facing the other way. And the moment you face away, he's not going to appear taller and his ears will be sharp again.
And it's Huh?
Like, it is literally a fraction of a second he is looking for when everyone is not looking at him.
Well, Pam only cared when you went around the corner.
I mean, I was more doing that just to kind of like, he's not trying to run away. He's just kind of stepping back as everyone turns towards the noise that was brought up.
Like, kind of like wiping your hands off.
Yeah, like stepping back. Yeah, kind of like dusting himself off, backing up a little bit, wait until everyone again turns around, and then the moment he's kind of confident everyone's not looking at him. He's going
so
to,
you wouldn't have gone around the corner.
No, I wouldn't have gone around the corner. I was just kind of dragging him back, and my screen keeps going
then
black.
Pam would not care then.
No, screen keeps going black every time I move him, so I'm not sure where I'm actually dragging him half the time.
What? Why would he be going?
I don't know.
Probably because it's doing your vision.
Is there
it might be doing the vision,
there?
but it... Oh, now there's two of me, apparently.
What?
I don't know, maybe it's my end that's breaking something. On my screen, I have two of me that are overlapping.
Well, at the moment, the only light source that is here is coming from Lilloway. It is a dark place, unless Helene has shared dark vision again. How does that work
I
again?
think it's just a feature I can activate. I think. I don't think it's a special. Hold on.
I just don't know how long it lasts. I don't remember.
Yeah. But
I cannot reconnect to the game. Okay.
1 hour.
Okay.
We got 1 hour.
On my end.
So it's still within that hour. You guys didn't have a long rest. You just got the benefits of one.
Oh.
Noble Knight, do you have any way to tell if there's
So
movement on the
the
other side of
feature
this
is still
door?
active then.
Yes.
Okay, well then, Antavos and Pem and Lilloway and yourself, or yeah, the three of us would at least have, or the three of us and you would also have the dark vision, but
yeah,
correct.
I'm flickering in and out of dark vision, which is if I click off my character, it blacks out. Or if I click on my character, it blacks out. If I click off my character, I can see.
Yep, that's how vision works.
All right. Well, if it were actually dark in here, Ptolemy would just also, I can just cast dancing lights. So
I have fixed it, I believe.
Oh yeah, elves should have dark vision anyway. So
here,
there's a dancing light.
So told me you can just do that too.
There are dancing lights. They're so adorable. Cast one where he can't see it.
I guess over here. Oh,
it's over here, down to the side.
I thought it was a.
It's okay.
That roll 20 was for. That's fun. I can't move it. There it is. There you go.
It's a tiny little thing.
I thought I did one behind me, but apparently I did one above and below. Let's do that.
So Helene's. Oh wait, Ptolemy wouldn't have it because he wasn't there for that cast.
Right. So.
Right.
Raina, just do the feature again on me, Pem, and Lilloway.
Oh heck. I'm sorry. I have the right thing selected. Pem, Ontvos, Lilloway.
Yep. Cool.
All right. Which one of us is going to be point man? I'll hand over your guard.
I got this. Let me see if I like to get close to the door, and could I use like perception to listen to see if I hear any movement inside the room?
Sure.
Straight perception? No advantage, disadvantage?
Straight perception.
Good thing I got guidance. Oh my gosh! His perception finally rolled well.
It's like a built-in lidar in him.
You hear the familiar.
He just needed to be guided. That's all.
You hear the familiar tinny voice of your Warforged companion. A very annoying fox-like fiend's voice, as well as this strange, faint humming, almost like a whisper of breath, of something more like a spirit in the corner of the room, which is fairly perceptive because it's literally a ghost. But you have refined these skills apparently, and your training. This is a better training playground than any the order could provide.
His senses are keenly honed for breaking and entering.
And casing children.
Encasing children and fighting interdimensional or extraplanar beings. You know,
that's yet to be proven.
Would you like to open the door?
I would like to open the door. Is it unlocked?
Yes.
I cast no knock warrant.
Oh no,
Apparently I
you
cast
entered
no
the
knock
field of
warrant.
no body cams. It's an anti-magic field, but for body cams. The body cam doesn't work. Oh no.
Reach.
Yeah, first off, you see is the fox demon from earlier. He looks up. He has a pen and paper journal in one hand, in the other. You see Zen, and there's also a very much unconscious Avery on the floor with Zen overlooking. And you're also able to see in the corner the spirit who's just sitting crisscross applesauce on this ruined bed, just enjoying the show. And your eyes lock, and it's surprised.
Mhm. What, you didn't think I didn't hear you?
Oh.
What?
Oh, for fuck's sake! He snaps his fingers and
Ah, fuck no!
disappears.
That damn leopard fucker!
We'll get him another time. We at least have Zen and Avery. So Avery,
What is wrong with him?
He got hit on the head by a frying pan.
the fox or the ghost?
The frying pan's still there, by the way.
It's just sitting on the floor by...
This used to be the weapon that... some implement of iron or something. Hands it over to
investigate
Nail.
it?
We
No,
should hold on to it.
it's frying pan. He doesn't know that it's a frying pan.
It's a frying pan. You make like eggs in it.
What? Eggs are a living being. Why would you ever eat one?
You can also stir-fry vegetables and all manner of fungi.
Oh,
Yes, like mushrooms.
Yes, I suppose we often cooked our meals over a bonfire. It's great enjoyment.
Exactly. It's just a cooking implement.
Somebody gonna wake him up.
Yeah, Antavos kind of picked him up by the shoulders.
His snoring annoys me.
Young one, awaken!
Is anyone investigating the frying pan, or
Yes. Nahum will definitely investigate the frying pan.
Yeah,
Holy
Antavos
shit, it's
handed
a
to
plus
him.
6 frying pan of smiting.
you never
Straight-
know?
Straight investigation.
Jeez.
21?
You find it funny, but this is actually a ceramic frying pan that very much resembles adamantine, and is effectively a 1d4 club weapon made of adamantine.
Can we use
This
it as
is-
a shield?
No,
Nahum's
only
gonna think about
offense.
that one.
Well, it's on your back. You block a bullet, maybe.
See, finds adamantine. I learned how to spell it. Adamantine.
So you really
You
look
say
at
it's a
that
1D.
frying pan.
You said it's a +1.
No, it's just adamantine.
Okay.
So it's just
Yeah,
indestructible, no biggie.
This is an expensive frying pan. Whoever had
Really?
this must have refined taste. Yes, it's made of
Looks like a regular
adamantine.
frying pan to me.
What does it matter? It's a cooking implement. Our friend here needs more assistance. Wake, sir, wake!
Well, the way, Helene, Ptolemy, what you doing over there?
So Ptolemy like steps into the shadows, and when he steps back in, he looks normal, right?
Yep. He's back to his normal height. Ears are nice and sharp again.
So Helene kind of like turns back to make sure Ptolemy's following, and then does like a double take when she notices that he looks like his normal self again. Did you just? How did?
Told you it was drunken illusion magic. I just had to fix it. Better question. Where are we? Yeah. Kind of was drunk in a barrel. Was enjoying myself. Thank you very much. But mind telling me the
Well,
hell is all this?
it's hard to explain. We're still looking for that booze for Cole. And frankly, like, I don't know where the hell we are. I've been through so much crap in the past few days. Never mind.
Okay, well, I
Inside
guess
the Ember Temple.
Oh, thank you. I guess to make it simple, I guess, should I be prepared to fight things or should I be prepared to talk to things here? Doesn't seem like a friendly place.
Prepare to fight.
I very much prepared to fight.
Luckily, you've missed out on the fire explosion skulls.
His eyes widen and he looks very, very intrigued.
Oh, and the dragon. You missed the dragon.
Yes, the dragon.
Ptolemy kind of looks at the floor and you see him. All right, well, that's decided. I am swearing off booze. If that gets me missing a dragon and flaming skulls, and it's just not worth it.
Helene just claps him on the back. That's a good lad.
Chance, since you're two or the ones looking for this particular item, do you have any further details of what the bottle may appear, or if you're, I don't know what you would call him, your quester, the person who gave you this quest? Did he give you more details of what of this wine you're looking for?
Booze for Cole? Cole's booze? Mm-hmm. He just shrugs his shoulders.
Honestly, you don't know much more than we do.
The reason I was asking is that way I can probably maybe find it a little bit quicker. I have materials here that could help, but the only missing thing is like if there is a specific bottle or I don't know. I can't really do much with words.
Well, maybe we should focus on one thing at a time. We still need to get out of this place, and this place is terrible, so...
Yes, but this is the place of where it's supposed to be in.
Well, it seems to me that we need to be sure that nothing is going to kill us. We can figure out the rest as we go. Seems that planning ahead doesn't exactly serve us well in this place.
Very well. Well, this temple is quite large from the outsides of things, but the inside, too many places to explore.
I mean, you're from here, right? And do you have any
I've never
experience?
been inside the temple. Are you mad?
No, I didn't mean here specifically. I meant like my companions and I are not even from this plane of existence.
And
You were
I'm
at
not.
least
I've only been here temporarily for 5 years. Even then, I don't know everything of Barovia.
you've still
I've
been
only
here
s-
longer than we have.
I've only lurked in the forests and maybe the outskirts of this temple, but I heard rumors that there were things like the vampires that we encountered earlier. Other dark deeds that happen in here.
So what else should we expect to find here?
Well, I just hope we don't come across the Lord of the Land himself. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe more vampires, more of those things that, whatever that fox thing was. If I see that stinking dragon again, I will definitely chew his face off.
Listen, just as a fun thought exercise, let's say that we did run into the Lord of the Land, how bad would that be?
Very bad.
Very bad. We're not making it out of here alive bad?
From what I have heard from the Pastani, there's others who have come to this land trapped like myself. They did not make it. Some have actually coincided with him. Some have turned under him. To be like the vampire people we have seen the spawn. Others have simply disappeared. I don't know where they disappeared to, but all I know, no one has really left Barovia ever since I've been here.
That is less than comforting.
I am sorry for the grim news, but that is what I know. At least you folks, whatever your task is and whatever you came from, you can easily go back to once your quest is complete, right?
So we've been told. But I have a feeling that if it were that easy, we wouldn't be having to jump through all these hoops. I don't know. It's the only lead we have.
Well, I guess we shouldn't dawdle anymore unless more things appear, so I want to look down this corridor wherever your friends went off to. I hope they return quickly. And she starts walking. Oh, am I stuck on a wall? Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Corners. Wait, where? There we go. Sorry. Yeah, she's gonna start going off in this direction and keeping a lookout for like traps and other skull-like things.
If you would like to roll perception, investigation.
I'll do perception. Eh.
So looking this a ways down the corridor, you notice that there are various items set into little alcoves along the hall, and then there's two extra chambers. This one which has the door wide open, and another one over here that is mostly closed. There's just a tiny bit of it peeking open. And you hear a voice from this one, almost musical in nature.
Quite suspicious, but she immediately looks back at Helene, but without moving her lips, she's actually using telepathic to her, and I'll post that in the link here. But Helene will hear Lilway's voice in her head saying, "We are not alone here. There's another further ahead." Staying post. Jeez, sorry.
I think she jumps at hearing the voice in her head, but it seems to adjust to it pretty quickly. And she just nods, and then she looks back at Ptolemy. You might want to get ready to fight a little bit sooner than we had hoped. Are you okay to continue?
Yeah, I'm hoping we run into the dragon again, or some more flaming skulls. That kind of sounds fun.
I'd rather deal with the flaming skulls. That dragon was, well, that's neither here nor there. Oh, by the way, when you disappeared into the wine barrel, I somehow ended up with some of your stuff.
No.
Yep. I've been holding on to it.
I guess.
I've been holding it onto it for you, but I think it's only proper that I should offer it back. It It belonged to you, after all.
You can take a look at it later. I guess for now,
Although,
probably make sure everyone's safe, right?
right, yeah, we could talk about this later. Maybe stay close.
All right.
You know, I feel a lot better with you protecting me.
He just nods.
And I'm gonna kind of like she's gonna keep close to Ptolemy, but she's going to kind of like lead them up this way.
Ptolemy's just gonna drag his dancing lights with him basically at any point he can.
Operation Frying Pan. How are you guys doing?
If Antavos has had no luck waking him, he has literally just picked Avery up and has put him on his shoulder and turns to face the others. Right. We must go. I know not what this place is, but this room was certainly infested with that fiend, and I care to spend no more time here. Come, our companions wait.
He is not a bad sword.
He is still a fiend.
Nahum, you see the ghost roll their eyes at the mention of the fox.
Oh, what talking to the ghost, or talking the direction of the ghost may sound crazy. Like,
Yeah, we
what's
don't see this ghost, right?
Anybody else see the ghost?
Nope.
oh, good. Only the police
Okay,
officer's hallucinating.
Okay, I was wondering what that was about.
Oh, what do you mean about the fox? What's your role in all this?
What about what fox? I mean, the fox that disappeared?
The
You
ghost
don't see the ghost?
The ghost points at themselves and cocks their head.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Point to the ghost.
They put pointer and middle finger at her eyes, their eyes, back at you, and then back at them, and that's even more confused.
Then
Ghost.
there's the little 360 in place.
I mean, we have seen supernatural elements around here. A lot of magic, but
Let us
I don't
talk
see a
about it
ghost.
elsewhere. Come on, we must go.
You can go. I got a few more questions.
I suppose I will continue this conversation about brewing.
you got this, man. Good luck.
Antavos carries Avery out.
So is the fox your friend? As he puts a thumbs up, he holsters his shield and his pistol. Is the fox your friend? Thumbs up, or is it your foe? Thumbs down.
It shakes its head.
Or side. He puts his thumb sideways. Or neither.
What's your AC again? Just out of curiosity.
Without the shield, I think it is 16.
Okay.
He's holstered. We're gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this ghost, but attack me.
No.
Is the pan sentient? Is this where we're going?
No, it is not sentient. This is just for flavor. That's a net
It's
20.
a nat 20? I'm scared.
A book flings itself at you as the ghost flicks their finger towards you.
This is funny. Continue.
It hits you in the face, spine corner first. Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and it winces.
Wow. Puts his hand over his face, trying to calm the pain. What kind of book is it?
If you open it half of it is rotted. Most of the rest of the pages kind of are crumbling and fall off, though there is some blank paper that looks like it's usable. And you see broken scribbling, almost somewhere between a child's and someone that's barely literate is trying to scrawl a piece of charcoal, like a charcoal pen that hits you on the nose with the book, and then is being written. Hate fox, not friend.
I see. So I guess how can I help you with that? How can we help you with that?
Shakes its head and then points at the book again. And you see why here, and then points at you.
The player doesn't remember why we're here. We're trying to find an artifact, but can't remember what the artifact's about.
Excuse me. The player
Like
has
a lifeline.
forgotten the purpose of this mission.
The player has forgotten the purpose of this mission and would like to cast a lifeline. To why we're trying to get an artifact.
One per session. You want to flip a destiny point for that?
I would like to flip a destiny point to remember why I'm here.
You're here to acquire something called Ravenloft Wormblood, a choice drink only found in Barovia and very difficult to extract from it. The Ember Temple has been revealed to be one of the few places that you might be able to get it without extra issues.
I'll talk to the ghost. We're looking for some Ravenloft amber blood. We're told that this is a place where, you know, it's a area with little complication to gather it from.
The ghost cocks its head from where it sits on the bed, then writes in worm and then underscores it. Blood? Question mark.
Would Nahum be cognizant that the amber blood may or may not come from a dragon-ish thing? It's entirely possible he could be unaware of it.
Your companions are also outside the door.
That's a good thing. I can always ask them. Oh, looks over the door. Hey, do you remember you said anything about worms? Like the dragon thing?
Do you guys know of anything involving the worm blood?
We only know that it is some sort of beverage the Great Lord seeks. We are here to retrieve it.
He's gonna go tell that thing about why we're here again.
We think it's a beverage, although it now disturbs me if we think that the beverage is blood.
Many cultures throughout the multiverse imbibe blood, recreationally or otherwise.
Is there something dangerous about this worm blood that we should be aware of?
Two words, hard get.
I kind of figured that would be the case. We're just trying to find the easiest of the hard get. Do you have any, I guess, recommendations?
4 words. Feast room or lich.
Are you going to tell me the lich is easier than the feast room? Because the feast room sounds a little bit less confrontational.
The ghost thinks for a moment. And then shrugs.
Oh, that's helpful. I guess. Again, from a feast room or a lich. It won't be easy. Yeah, that sounds on brand. I guess, is it from the lich or is it from its like they told me what the word was, but it's like container.
They wave their hand back and forth, but then also write maybe stair room.
That being the feast room? There's a lich in there. No, big boxes. Okay, I think we went to her with big boxes. Well, we have to look out for that. Pretty circle floor. You know, I get the extra cosmic sense that that circle will probably light up in something and the lich will appear anyways. Just call it a hunch.
The ghost shrugs again.
It's all good. Is there anything I guess we could do to help you in this scenario?
The ghost is surprised, and you get the impression that it's blinking.
Yeah, I know. It does sound a little strange at first, but I mean, helpful so far.
Yeah, and it points over to there is a doll that resembles a wolf cub on the drawer, and it points, and then in a very childlike gesture it outstretches its hands out towards it.
You know, he picks up the wolf cub and brings it over to the poltergeist.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
Jesus.
That's what we want to
is-
see.
Just trying to help the ghost out, man.
You feel a wash of memories, sensations, worry, anxiety, pain, coldness, loneliness. But it doesn't affect you. You just see the brief life of this creature or this person. And it runs off of you like rainwater down a roof as you're bringing a very heavy, very special part of this ghost to it. And you get the impression that even though it's so close, it has always been so, so far.
Hmm.
And as you draw nearer with it, its form becomes less fibrous, less wiry, and starts solidifying more into that of a young boy. Still ethereal.
Hmm.
And you give it to him?
Yeah. 90%. Now I feel more obligated to give it to him. It seems like a child who had some kind of like shitty event. You know, comfort the child.
And you give it to them, and as it passes into their arms, that heaviness is almost transferred into its arms and falls into their lap, but they're hugging it, and there's a quiet smile as it looks up to you and begins to fade before the apparition blows away on the wind, and you feel the air is a lot less stale for the moment, as it is put to rest for however short a time it is. You gain a point of inspiration, good sir.
Ooh. I guess sometimes we all just need a little bit of help. Is he
Did you have a
still
good
asleep?
chat in there?
Yeah, it's you know, some people just need a little bit of extra help.
What was that about a lich?
Oh yeah, so I guess what it was telling us is that we either need to get from a great feasting room, which has a circle on the floor with a lot of boxes in it, or we need to get the blood from a lich.
Um, huh.
You know, it's
Uh,
yeah, I'd rather just get it from the feasting room myself.
So as that is wrapping up, by the way, Pam and company else who is interested in moving northwards. Is anyone else?
I was gonna say, may I stealthily approach where the door that's slightly open, where I hear the music coming from?
Sure. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Any benefits?
would you have waited for us while you were stealthily moving forward, or would you have already gone?
I was moving my way that way, but I paused for the interaction, so because I did let
Okay, so
Helene know that they were not alone.
Okay, so you've already been moving on your own.
Hmm.
Antavos is probably halfway between. He's got Avery on his shoulders and is just keeping an eye on.
Yep. Do you have any modifiers or just straight up stealth?
Just just straight up stealth. I don't have any modifiers.
Okay.
Oof.
I guess I trip over my own stick. Plan.
What is that going to? So, Lilaway, you're attempting your best to move closer to this door and creep towards it. And are you going to try moving it a little bit? Would you have, during the course of stealthily advancing, tried to move the door open a little bit more?
Most likely, yes. It's like trying to peer inside, but
So, unfortunately for you, you're doing fine. You're not as loud as some of your other companions of circumstance, but as soon as you're leaning towards the door and you lightly press against it, you realize this particular one, the door must be extremely well oiled or balanced in a very weird sort of way, but the lightest of taps causes it to completely open wide, slowly. And you are treated to a very strange creature. It looks like a gigantic toad that is much more of as if a toad with rows of teeth, its head was put on a bipedal humanoid. It seems to be doing vocal warm-ups. That was the music that you were hearing earlier. And as the door opens, it seems to be enthralled with, or very much into its current exercises. And you hear, I am the very modern. No, that's not modern. I'm the very model of a mode-drawn major general. I'm isometric polyhedral and damn it! Where does it go? So damned boring in this place watching. And it turns around. Oop, whoops, that is not the button. Do not be afraid, says the DM. That is not the button I meant to press. Oh, you wouldn't have seen it anyways because that was a private GM roll. I accidentally hit initiative. It looks behind. It's shark-like, completely obsidian eyes locked with yours. There is a great sword on its back made out of a similarly dark metal. He's mid vocal warm-up as he's looking at you, and you're looking at him.
I guess Lillyway is kind of stunned because she has never seen a creature like this, nor a talking toad with a greatsword. So she's kind of frozen in place, and in Helene's mind, she just basically says, "Have you ever seen a talking toad before with carrying a greatsword?"
I don't. Just
Oh,
knowing
there's one
Helene,
way.
just knowing Helene's state of mind right now, she might actually think that she's finally gone insane hearing that question.
She starts to back up slowly away from the door.
An audience! Oh, hello! He starts to trundle forward. This thing is still a medium-sized creature, but hunched over is not less imposing, as it seems like it easily, probably at full height, reach 8 feet and is rippling with muscle.
Yeah, she holds up her staff and she basically, almost in a growl, she says, "Stay back."
It isn't quite the appointed time, but there's even more of you. Oh, I could have asked for better. Wait, it's not the appointed time. And it's going to lean forward and peer out into the foyer, so to speak. And if everyone would like to roll me a history or religion check.
I'm good at those. Careful, guys.
Oh, don't worry. I'm terrible at one of those.
Everyone in the party, or everyone observing the theater kid?
Oh, wait. Naum, why don't you have a feature that helps with planar?
I think it's finding portals at the moment, to my knowledge.
You know what? Because roll at advantage.
Neat. In hindsight, maybe I should have chosen an extra in religion, but he might only know his one religion, so...
Jesus Christ, man, what is happening?
He's on fire.
You're doing great, Noble Knight. Keep it up.
Space cop knows everything.
Space cop. That's all because he cased a child.
Space guy. Finally on the case.
Good work.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 5. We have 5 for 1. Helene, this creature, it seems to resemble that bloated toad devil that you had fought before, but that doesn't quite match up with this creature that you see before you. Zen, Yantavos is more of the same, though this thing most definitely is not a creature that would be like you in the sense of just another humanoid roaming the plains.
Do I get a whiff of like fiendish from him or something
No.
else?
It's it smells like death. There's something rotting. Yeah. Follow me. And Pem, you both know that this is a Slaad. A chaotic planar creature that is most typically very bad news. They are beings of chaos and very much given over to kill and reproduce via killing, because in most situations they would be implanting their spawn into other creatures, which then eat their way through when they're born, quote unquote, or incubated. But some of them are intelligent, able to be parlayed with. And Nahum, you know exactly what kind of Slaad this is. This is a death Slaad. And they are very high on the degrees of power level, one could say. Though it's a good thing and perhaps extremely strange that this one is so excited at seeing others but not immediately attacking.
I'm gonna put a hand over Antavos, kind of holding him back. It's like, be careful with this one.
Smell of decay.
And
Much
you will
like the
become
rest
part
of
of
us.
it if you try to attack it.
You seem to
Everyone else?
underestimate my prowess. Is it an enemy?
Best behavior? Play along.
At the moment, you can win, but with alternative methods than fighting.
Noble warrior, you might win, but we may not win.
Something like that. And yes, I guess I need to update that favored enemy thing, because I think it would have the advantage roll built into it. It's just play along with it. His singing wasn't all that bad. It's actually quite interesting.
Well, then why don't you go and speak with the interesting thing while I prepare for when it decides to try to kill us.
Nahum will start approaching the Slaad, keeping some distance. That was a great performance. Are you practicing for an event upcoming?
Performances, practice. None of you are supposed to be here, are you? I'm not. This door is unlocked, and I'm not trapped in that damnable room. Who are you?
We were looking to move further into the temple to find a nice drink.
a nice drink, you say. None of you look like vampires, so only humans would be those unsufferable brutes on the upper floor with the nice little dog that comes back every time adventurers come in and kill them all. Annoying little shit.
That's not for us, or do it on behalf of a friend. That does sound like it is a quite hostile environment up there.
Oh, it's not so much hostile. They're usually all dead by the time other beings come down here, and, well, I used to be able to keep a tally, but every time everything resets because it's that time again. I forgot how many of them I've killed. Been, a lot. It's rather boring being tied down to a place, but when you have a little gem in the back of your brain that means you have to follow everything that whoever's holding it tells you to, the only thing I can do is be annoying and learn how to inflict pain and suffering by singing. And
Wouldn't
then
it be nice?
his eyes are looking up, and he's like the theater kid putting his hand up and like shaking his fist at the ceiling, and then he looks down at you. What were we talking about again?
Well, saying you have a great performance.
Oh yes, the performance. The performance.
Yeah, and I think you can understand so that with that, well, the best performers I've seen tend to be not have any shackles. They have the full creative freedom, and I can see that spirit within you. I guess. Well, why don't we come across with a deal? You said there's a crystal in the back of your head. You want it removed.
Oh no, it's already been removed. That's a problem. Strahd has it in his castle, and I'm stuck here because that's how that works. He tells me what to do, and he keeps on bringing me back to life when people actually are able to kill me.
So we just need to find the Strahd fellow and launch your career.
You speak as if it's so easy to do anything to. You make me laugh, human.
Really? I guess what makes it so difficult? He's just an extra dimensional being.
Just an extra.
What, does he have a play named after him?
You're really not supposed to be here. Neither do you know much about this place. Well, I can't really fault anyone who's here not at the ordained time, but... What was it you were here for again? You must have some great purpose for breaking into the Amber Temple, of all places, and not, you know...
I was told there was a nice drink called Amber Blood.
There's no amber blood here. Do you mean one of the other bloods?
Well, if it's not here...
He leans over and looks at the rest of the group.
Nahum also looks at the rest of the group with a quizzical look of, like, if it's not here, why the fuck are we here?
Cuckoo, you didn't call it the right name.
You just hear a very heavy sigh and see Lillywhite covering her face.
That's called the wrong thing.
Is that in or out of character?
Out of character. My brain was thinking Amber Blood, but I was thinking, oh, it's Amber something else.
Amber Temple.
Amber Temple. We're in the Amber Temple.
We're in the Amber Temple, but the name of the drink.
You
It's
just heard it.
worm.
You just heard it from the Spectre.
It was Worm Blood.
There you go.
Oh, okay, this actually makes. Oh.
You're Zen. Zen, you were approaching us.
Hello there, friend.
You're made of metal.
For being of assistance.
Perhaps if some kind of exchange is made, I think I have one in mind.
Do you like beer?
Beer?
Ale, lagers, stouts.
Ales, lagers, stouts. Maybe.
Then maybe something can be worked out.
Something to sweeten the deal in your favor. I can be persuaded to such a contract. But again, what are you looking for?
What was the what
Worm
was the
blood.
proper name? The cuckoo. You're not
The
calling it the right
Ravenloft worm blood.
name? We are in search of Ravenloft Wormblood.
That foppish grape concoction, the one that is covered in crystals ground from, I don't know, children's bones or something. I don't know the veracity of such a statement, but you know how magic sometimes is, innocence, and anyways. If you give me some of this ales and lagers and stouts, and also suffer through some of my performance, as I have not had an audience worthy of enduring such exquisite screeching and pain, then I shall point you in the right direction. Is it a deal?
Zen pops a bottle, hands it to the frogman, and goes, I should not consider it suffering.
No, do consider it suffering. Do consider it suffering. On the back, you just hear Pem whispering.
He reaches for it, but then holds up his finger and points it at everyone in the room. The predatory obsidian eyes staring deep into each of your souls. All must stay and all must listen. You don't have to be awake for all of it, but if you suffer through, oh, yes, the better the other things I could point you towards. Now,
What assurance do you have? Do you give us that you would keep your word, creature of death and decay?
And he doesn't just walk or amble over to you, but there's a...
Oh, if he starts moving toward Antavos,
he's just going to
steps,
teleport next to you.
Antavos has stepped right toward him.
Okay. Well, he'll match the step towards him, and he's hunched over and not at his full height, though does make sure he's eye to eye with you, and then smiling that toothy grin of his. A deal is a deal is a deal if one shakes their hands, and if you're like me, a being of true chaos and only one desire really wanting to fill my appetite, a handshake, a deal, and all is honored, under pain of exquisite pain.
Antavos just narrows
Before
his
you
eyes.
two shake hands, look, Chaos creature, may we be able to prepare ourselves for your performance? Would that be allowed?
After looking at Pam, then a lopsided grin stares at you. Antavos. It seems like some of your companions are up for the challenge.
You offer us
Mayhem
knowledge
will
of this
join.
place in return for you torturing us with your foul voice. Is that what I understand?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Then I would ask you give us some of that information first.
Hmm. Why? That's not very sportsman of you.
I never claimed to be sportsmen. We are here on a singular mission, and you seem merely a distraction.
A distraction. Oh, you wound me, satyr man.
Not as much as I would like.
Oh, would you rather have a contest of arms?
I would rather
I'm
you give
willing
us
to
the
oblige.
information you claim to know. If you know nothing, then you are of no use to us.
uh, roll me persuasion with. I mean, you are squaring up to a death Slaad, so persuasion with strength. Your resolve.
Okay.
A dirty 20. All y'all are rolling above a 7 for once. This is interesting. And he leans in forward, and his forehead, or by count, what is consists of a forehead, is almost touching yours. Then he backs away with a sigh. Oh, all right, you've convinced me. Technically, there are 3 ways you can acquire some of that nice little worm blood. You could get a bottle of it. There's one in the treasure hoard. I think it should still be here. The last group of adventurers died in the nice little house in Barovia. Poor things. So young and full of life. Anyways, the second is, you could go to the dining hall, and if you find the right little container, it's an endless stream of anything that is poisonous put into it, and out comes something of equal or greater potency. And the last is you could just go into that fancy little room with the nice little teleportation circle and go to Castle Ravenloft itself and pluck something fresh from the the wine cellar. I wouldn't recommend that, however. Now, won't you please entertain my little deal? I can make it worth more your while. Perhaps steer you away from some of the more asshole versions of people that are still. Well, I say people, but you have nothing, no one else to talk to. They become like people. Steer them away from them and more towards things that are shiny or might help you on wherever it is you go. Not little trinkets like those lighting the wall over there. Those are just for decoration, I think. I've never touched any of those ones, but what do I know? I'm just a Slaad. I do know that shiny things can be exchanged for service and goods, though. There's plenty of that in the Horde.
Looks over at Nahum and Zen. Well, I know my vote. What say you?
I do not see the harm in indulging this one request.
I agree. The performance could be interesting. Besides, you got plenty of beer, don't you? Looks over at Zen.
Yeah, he turns his bag of holding upside down for a split second, and like 3 bottles fall out.
See? Enough for everyone.
Indeed.
Ooh! The Slaad mage hands, or at least tries a mage hand all 3 of them, like the tops between the 3 fingers, and tries to float them over towards his maw.
Excellent technique.
And he just consumes them, bottle and all, and crunching them inside of his mouth.
Interesting technique.
Mm. Yes, yes. I feel that this should intensify the performance, and perhaps all of you should also experience it. Well, what's the mortal word? It's tipsy, toppy, sloshy. Yes, well, sloshy. He's nodding emphatically, looking around.
Antavos just crosses his arms and narrows his eyes. Get on with it.
Oh, all right, fine. Everyone, roll me.
Did he ever say yes to giving us a chance to prepare for this performance?
Someone told him to get on with it.
Oh.
I mean, we've been talking to him for a while, so
Yeah. So yeah, in
I'm
the
not
time,
one
intervening
to-
time.
I'm not one to go out of turn with a creature like this.
In the intervening conversation, yes, you could have rolled or applied benefits and whatnot. So if you have any
darn.
buffs, any buffs that you would like, throw
I
them
want
in.
to turn into a giant snail.
What? Huh?
What?
So that way I don't
Snail.
have to hear them. Snails don't have ears.
They can still feel the vibrations.
I've ever heard.
Well, hopefully this will help.
But if that's not okay, I won't do it.
A snail?
Huh.
I don't. It's a quarter, but it doesn't say that it doesn't have deaf or like not being able to. Like
I was just
I
thinking
can
realistically, so that's my logic. So.
realistically, yeah, but the stat block says no.
Oh, okay then. I take it back.
Okay, so we're gonna have a series of wisdom,
If you got anything, fellow cleric, smoke it.
death, regain, max healing. That's an interesting one to use.
you can target yourself with Beacon of Hope.
Eh,
You can target yourself with Beacon of Hope. There's literally no point not to.
I already threw it out.
You can target yourself, you mong.
How offended would this thing get if I just minor illusion a loud scream basically on top of it?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Hey, Noko's here!
this
Yeah,
is what
but-
wakes him up.
So, if we have time to prep a spell, Ptolemy is just going to basically play rhythmic waves at high volume, basically on himself, and drown it out.
I mean, I guess that could give you advantage.
Minor illusion does say it
Something-
can range up to the sound of a scream. So,
Something else to focus on aside from what is about to happen.
I mean, he knows it's not good news. So, he's just going to play relaxing wave sounds.
Actually, DM, can you target for me? I can't target myself.
Jim, as a robot man, can I turn my ears off?
No.
Damn.
It's like
It's
okay,
reverberating.
I'll make a check.
Technically, anyone around me would also be subjected to the noise from my minor illusion, too. So, just
Okay.
going to throw that out there.
You are trying to Beacon of Hope.
Yeah, can't target myself. It opens up the character sheet. Or not the character sheet, but the token
You can
configuration.
just right-click your character once and hit the target.
Yeah, that opens up my ability to do this.
That's not the target button.
What is the target button?
The one that looks like a target. 2 up from the one that allows you to do that.
Ah, there we go.
There, I fixed it. Anyways, Avery, you're beginning to come out of sleep. Yay. Yes?
Okay, I keep like I
There we go.
suppose.
And so-
You forgot.
I know.
I had it before.
There we go. There. I should have got everybody.
Okay. So, anyone else have something they would like to apply?
Helene threw.
Blunt weapon?
Oh my God, guys, stop that.
I've already
can't-
warned him. It's a
you can't
fight he'll
punch
win, but it's
away.
a fight we'll lose.
No.
Helene blessed Ontavos, Pem, and Nam.
Okay. So, I need to do that one thing that makes it so I can just prompt everyone. I'm going to move the lights off to the side so it's easier for me to not fuck up.
They're untargetable for spells. That's how I set
Oh, they
them.
are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've set all of those up as untargetable. At least they should be.
Alrighty then. So, you can choose any of the saving throws that I will prompt, and it's just like it's a flavor for how you're doing it. Like if you choose Constitution, then it's like suffering through the pain. Wisdom is trying to focus on something else, and I want to say Charisma is appreciating the performance or something like that. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna miss you
So,
guys when my head explodes.
number 1. He clears his throat and begins to sing.
Dead target them. Shoot.
That's fine.
So we get to choose between a con, charisma, and whiz?
Yes. The Beacon of Hope is providing an advantage on whiz saves.
Is
Do I
this
actually hear it over my screaming of the ocean in my ear?
You have advantage if you choose something other than wisdom.
is this a magical effect?
This is all skill.
Okay.
Terrible, terrible skill.
Oh, what the heck?
Wait, why did mine show up as a 5 when I rolled it?
What it shows on the screen isn't always what it actually ends up rolling if it gets bounced around by other dice. What shows on the screen is just a visual effect. It's not actually what's
It
rolled.
rolled me at disadvantage.
That's strange.
Because underneath it shows I rolled a 2 and a 16, and it took the 2.
You might have accidentally clicked the bottom left corner of the button, which makes it automatic.
It didn't give me an option to roll other than choose the thing I was picking.
Does it have something to do with it being a charisma saving throw?
It should be advantage, technically. Well, so mine should be a 19.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Avery, you had been sleeping before. Next, you're being treated to the D&D version of very model of a modern major general.
Oh.
And I'm not singing because I need my voice.
Oh.
Same with Nahum, and you're listening, and this is... I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Banshee's Wail, but this probably is pretty close to it. It's not just strangling a cat, it's probably taking a couple and flinging them around by their tails as they're screeching. And he's getting really into it. And he's walking around the room and just doing a little song and jig at the same time.
A pained smile comes across Nahum.
Yep.
Stand strong, you merry men.
And everyone else, yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful trial. And he's about halfway now through the song, perhaps, hopefully. Why is he saving against himself? Oh, actually, that's funny.
It's just
Why not?
realistic. He hurt himself in the confusion. I guess, what does the failed check actually result in?
You'll see.
Oh, Lord. All those good rolls and then just wasting it.
Oh, I was going to do this.
Oh, there you go.
Woo.
Oh no, the music.
Very mumble.
Now we need is Nox.
Because why not? Avery, ma'am, it feels like your brains are leaking out of your ear with how bad the singing is. The Slaad looks over towards you guys. Your hands are going up to your head. You're just like trying to shake it off, and both of you fall unconscious. Avery, again, you're back. It's worse than being hit by one of your own cooking implements from your own ship.
Excuse me, DM, would you allow me to get something in edgewise here?
Sure.
This is going to drop bless, but it's going to be worth it, trust me.
Okay. Ooh.
Isn't he gonna notice that he's suddenly not making any noise anymore?
Roll me sleight of hand at advantage using your
Oh.
spell mod.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me how to do that.
D20 plus whatever your spell mod is.
So
and
you
the
should be
Oh
able
well, okay, yeah.
So
Then,
if you go up to like if you have the taskbar, just go to attributes and roll wisdom, and then it'll ask you if it's a check or a save.
oh, I've gotcha. Okay, neat. Did you say advantage?
Yes. He's very self-absorbed.
19.
He's carrying on as if he has no idea what's going on.
Fucking A.
So that actually would nullify. I'll say it nullifies the next check.
Cool.
But does it also kill every? No, it only prevents spell casting. It doesn't affect anything sustained.
It shortens the encounter. So Naum is technically still up. Avery still up. Just for giggles. Oh. No.
Okay.
For those that are within the silence, you all notice that all of a sudden the sound is gone. Kind of difficult not to. Just for giggles.
I left the illusion wizard out of the silence. Bah.
Actually, yeah. Well,
Are you rolling or not rolling?
I think I'm trying to.
Well, just
The
in
illusion
case I
wizard
really
would be
well.
able to quickly pick up that silence has been cast.
I would think so. He can see
Believe.
that there are his mouth is still moving, and he stopped saying things, or the sound is no longer going.
Like if you wanted to try and ooh. I'm trying to think if Ptolemy would Ptolemy be able to help out? Is there something?
For
Oh,
like, I guess. What am I? Okay. What are? Succeeded on the performance check, or what are you saying to help out with? I'm
So-
totally lost on what just happened.
silence has gone up.
Yep.
Nullifying the singing. And actually maybe it's just a little bit too much GM fiat saying that everyone's having to, act as if they're in terrible agony. I was thinking maybe there was something you could do to accentuate for flair.
I mean, would I notice that someone is failing the acting? 'Cause it seems like most people, or most of them in there, seem to be doing okay, but
Except for Naum.
Except for
Oh,
me.
wait, who would roll? I saw in that one unless it was a die.
It was
It may have been a
getting-
die.
Didn't Nam go unconscious?
That was before silence was added.
Oh, that's a shame. You wouldn't have even needed to pretend to be or deceiving him.
Well, he's going to do a bad job anyways. If you ask a cop if he's undercover cop, they have to answer you legally, apparently. Them saying to play your rules.
Huh. Anyways, what's happening?
Yeah, sorry. It was me trying to throw out maybe forest if there's just a little bit of asking if everyone wanted to contribute flair or something that basically just
I
Or
have
smile.
I have some flair that will not contribute, but it will be something that Antavos would do. But it would mean that we lose out on whatever the next thing that happens is.
I'm gonna say that because he's so infatuated with his own singing, he doesn't realize that silence has been cast. And effectively,
There is something flair-wise I can do if you want me to try to. Again, this is entirely up to DM Fiat shenanigans, but I can attempt it.
What do you have in mind?
So silence is an effect. I'm not in range of the silence. I can malleable spell my minor illusion and move it over on top of his head since I'm outside the range to make it sound like his own singing, because I can replicate a voice. So he hears his own fucking song in his head through my minor illusion.
But I don't know if there's any sound inside the sphere. It's nullified.
Is that how that works? It just
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
the sound can be created. Okay, so it is a you can't.
It's basically a dead zone of sound. There's zero sound in that zone.
Oh, it's deafened. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
considered deafened, so he can't actually hear his own singing. So no, yeah, I visually can create things, but I cannot create any sound in there.
For the purposes of rule of cool, I like that, and you're helping to mask the silence. Just this one time. So, a couple of minutes goes by, and everyone is doing their best version of the, I don't know, thriller version of trying to shake off whatever the song is before Helene, you're able to quickly notice as the song is beginning to come to a close as he draws out the last couple of words. Modron Major General. And that would be probably the cue to cut the spell.
Yes. However that happens.
You should just cancel concentration.
Oh, that would probably be the easiest way.
And General. All still standing. Huh. You're a heartier bunch than I marked you all for. Well, a deal's a deal.
My faith is my shield.
This booze is my shield.
Yes, yes.
Well, hurry it up.
Let me just double check something.
But you said actually that the rest of his performance took about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope is over then.
It wouldn't. Well,
It only lasts 1 minute.
yeah, the spell would have been up and expired as it would need to, but the silence.
Yeah, no, silence.
You're welcome for breaking your encounter.
So, Nillian, just in the
Hit concentrating.
right-click concentrating. Get rid of it in your in the. No. Click your
Things are
toe.
going down.
There
There
you
it
go.
is.
There you go. That's it.
All right. So, he looks around. His hands are on his hips. He tisks, and all right. Well, yes, a deal's a deal. I'll point you in the right direction. Yes, I will. He's moving, just like he's trotting like a military officer. If any of you had seen such a thing before. Also, you see, just for those who notice quickly, there's a creature up here that looks around and then closes the door behind it. Right. Yes. If you go this way, all the way across, the gigantic door in the corner, that's where the treasure hoard is, but there is an invisible golem in the middle of it. You look like you can probably all handle it, though. You defeat that, and everything in there is yours for the taking, that you can carry with you. And he turns around on a about face. Go up the stairs, and then at the end of the hall is another door that leads to the chamber with the flame skulls, and you take a left, and I don't know if you've already dealt with them or not. You'll come to the dining room, and there's a little picture. I don't remember which one, but that's the one that you'll be seeking. Oh, and of course in the treasure hoard, he points the other way again, there is a bottle or two, but if you ask me, maybe the picture's a little bit more useful. You said you're retrieving it for someone, didn't you? And in any case, well, if you were feeling especially suicidal, you could take the teleportation to Castle Ravenloft and maybe talk with the Count Strahd himself, but I wouldn't recommend that either. He might be the only one that could let you out of this place, of course. Those who enter Barovia rarely ever leave. Case in point. And he points to himself, scratches at the back of his head.
Then perhaps we could intercede on your behalf.
The only reason why you aren't all dead is because you're not here at the appointed time, and I technically can't do anything to you. I wouldn't recommend that either. It's the spirit of honoring you, entertaining my little side hobby. And he flashes his teeth.
Well, I think we've entertained you long enough. Be off with you, as we shall be leaving as well.
My companion may be a little bit rude in his response, but the sentiment remains. We will be leaving shortly. After such a wonderful performance.
Oh, yes. No, it was quite terrible. I'm quite sure of it.
Art is in the eye and ear of the beholder. Or however the saying goes.
Yes, well. If you happen to run into the Lich, though, he's normally very friendly. He's lost his mind.
And where may we find this Lich?
Oh, his study is on the second floor. It's through a room that you can get to after the dining hall, but that room has a particular little statue that makes you fall in love with it, and you will probably die of starvation because it keeps you in that room with it. You might have a chance of getting through and smashing it, but I wouldn't recommend going to that statue. He says over to Yontavos.
Antifos just narrows his eyes and looks at the others. I would be done with this place. Come. I care not where we go and get this blood of worm, but let us do it and do it quickly.
Agreed. We could find the ledge, find the hole with the invisible golem.
I think we do not need the lich.
I agree. No reason to fight one, especially one that'd be so spiteful.
Or insane. One does
Well,
not
then
trifle
just go up the
with ones.
stairs. Just had to deal with those fiery little balls of bone. And then you can go to the dining hall and be on your way.
Are you still here?
Well, I can't go further than this point, but yes,
Then
I'm stuck here.
take yourself back to your chamber, so that we might be rid of you.
I think not, but you can walk away.
Oh, I wish I had Vortex Warp on this character.
I've got Vortex Warp.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
But where would I put him?
I just want him gone.
So you said there were fireballs in the other room?
Yeah, in the Great Hall.
So I guess Ptolemy technically doesn't really know it enough to try to Vortex Warp thing into fireballs. That would be a little meta.
I think you have to be able to see it as well. But
That's also true.
Antifos is going to walk
And-
down and step next to Helene and look at the Slaad. He's got eyes narrowed. Right. If you will not rid yourself of us, I shall do it for you. He's going to go into a rage and grapple the Slaad.
thank you. Can I give him guidance, please?
Okay, 1 second. Let me prompt that with the handy dandy prompting tool. Oh wait, let's see. Contested. You're using athletics?
Yep. I only can use athletics with the grapple. He can use either or to avoid it, but
He is going to use his athletics as well. There we go. Oh,
Oh, please, somebody have silvery barbs.
I am. Yeah, I was gonna say I still have burst.
Thank you. Just roll literally anything else, please.
it's a one.
I turned his funny into a 1.
Yay!
He thinks he's getting away. Ptolemy just turns around and says, your song sucked.
Your music is bad and you should feel bad.
That
I've
was
heard
the
better.
point. And then he's distracted by magic for just that split second.
I'm
Antifos
going to
grabs
give the
him.
advantage onto Ontivos as well.
Antifos is
So-
going to grab him. I've got 55 feet of movement, meaning I can move up to 25 feet while carrying him. I'm going to carry him 15 feet up to this door, kick it open, throw him inside, slam it shut, and slam the big piece of wood that he grabbed from the room earlier in between the door frame, wedging the door, locking the door closed.
Thank you so much.
And then he's going to keep
So-
walking toward whatever way.
The stairs would be going to the dining room.
Well, he
which
also said there was a
arguably-
treasure hoard with a bottle, so
across the
the
Great Hall where the fireball wielding
magical
skulls
pitcher
are.
that can make wine was in the dining hall.
Correct. There, he said there was also a bottle in the treasure hoard.
Yes. Okay, just making sure.
So
Wait,
shoves him in.
that's not my room! That's not my room! Ah! And then there's almost a crimson sheen that occupies the doorway as you shove him through, and it looks like he's almost as if he's disintegrating as he's being thrown in. And you notice that he's not on the other side as you push him through, though you hear a thunderclap up in the room that he had been found in the door shutting.
Good riddance.
We need to leave now. Avery, you dead? We gotta go. He's gonna be pretty peeved.
We have two options: a treasure hoard with a stone guardian, or a dining hall with some flaming skulls that I nearly crushed before.
We could just go to this. We could take the stairs, kill the skulls on this side, and then take the Great Hall, or try and go across the hall that way. Then
Let us be off then. The skulls were nothing. They should be easy prey.
Ptolemy, you wanted to see flaming skulls, right? Now here's your chance.
Ooh.
All right.
Yep. Kill the skulls, and then we'll have more breathing room around here.
May I get a marching order?
Antivos
Going up
is
the
leading the way.
stairs.
I will be behind Altavos.
His weapon is back in his hand. The piece of giant 4x4 or whatever he took is left behind.
Oh, what is going on with my?
They held out the shield and pistol ready.
You got this.
Cluster my dancing lights so they don't face the map. Never mind. Still saying token class. Deal with it later.
Yeah, the walls are to the grid, and the grid is very gritty. All right, it is 12:02 Eastern.
I want to go smash
How's everyone?
skulls.
I'm good either way.
This has almost gone with one session without smashing. Let it be known.
Reset the whiteboard. But to the question of time, I will be dipping out. You guys can continue on without me. Now that everyone has access to everyone's sheet.
I don't think we have access to your sheet, but
Probably just be going into combat, and then we can end it there. So, you
I
can
wanna go
push on
crush
a
some
little bit.
skulls.
You guys.
Just remember, guys, they actually throw fireballs.
Good night.
Nanox,
See ya.
Bye.
sweet dreams.
Thank you.
Okay. So it's gonna put him towards the back, Lilway, Avery, and Zev bringing up the rear.
Yep.
Kind
I'm
of
the
like
rear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will try to put this as it looks on the other page. Aw, it almost fits. One moment. Very small. And Anyways, bring it over to. You should be in the center left of the map. And before you is a door.
Antivos walks forward and pushes it open.
At 99% still.
Absolutely.
Does anybody need to use the restroom, grab a drink? So as you approach this door, Antivos opens it. Let's see. Pem, Naum, Zen, and actually, funnily enough, Zev the dog. Wait, Zev the dog? Why are you able to?
Oh yeah, my
The
familiar
dog
also
knows.
vanished as well again.
What has vanished?
My spider familiar.
Oh no!
This seems
No.
custom for it. I keep forgetting it exists, to be fair.
There actually are secret doors that you guys noticed. Like there's specific bricks, different places, both leading here and also here. However, everyone would remember generally that this would be the spot that the flame skulls would be on the other side of, relative like the second floor as you were entering. Would you like to approach? Would you like to interact with the doors or approach stealthily?
We should probably avoid getting flame broiled by those fireballs and not take the
Yeah.
direct route.
I mean,
There's not a lot of space in here
Antivos
to
was
avoid
about
their strikes.
Antivos was about to just shoulder barge through the door. So
Please
unless you
don't
guys,
kill us, warrior.
Yeah. No, we're gonna ask you to please do not
Yeah.
break open the
Warrior,
door.
I do not wish to be part of the suicide pact.
We should make sure we take the best advantage. Perhaps I open the door more quietly.
Fine, do what you must and hurry it up.
I would like to find a way to open the door quietly.
Roll
What
me
about
stealth.
these-
Stealth.
Well, if you would like to open the doors or check the doors, you are free to do so as well.
Oh yeah. I guess by looking at the doors, any unusual mechanism that's on the door.
Would you like to investigate?
I would like to investigate the door is unusual.
You're casing the
Investigation?
door. Yes. If you're putting hands on.
Yes, very quietly. All right, I'm getting somewhere.
They are not trapped. They are simple mechanisms to swing inwards, and they also look lightly used, as in the no signs of battle on this side, so they must just be for convenience, perchance.
Him, I think he might be the more stealthy approach. It just looks like a normal door.
Clang, clang, clang. Sure. First off, what about the doors we saw on the side here? The secret paths. For the DM. You said that a couple of us noticed that there was a alternate path besides the star.
You and Naum just pointed out the fact that there's secret doors as well for everyone else to see.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay, I thought-
secret doors.
I thought you were investigating the main door.
I just remembered I'm an idiot, and these are doors here.
Oh.
They would be going here. But if you'd like to open them, actually open them, and then look in.
Yeah, I
The
like
secret door. Yeah.
Let's look
I'll
at
check
one
my side,
near.
you check yours.
Yeah. Have it open the other side.
Yeah, nothing on this side.
Well, Pem, you do see it's a large architect's rendition of a castle. And there are drawers underneath, as if for workman's tools.
I said I'd never come back. You want the long answer or the short answer? The long answer is again, channel.
You want the long answer or the short answer?
Sorry.
I'll take the long answer. Looking in this room, am I able to see if there are any traps?
No, the door refuses. No, there's a door actually in the far corner. Same name, you can see it, or at least the corner of it over there. Passive perception. Nope, it does not look like there were any traps. For either of you.
I'm thinking we can lead a 3-pronged attack on these things.
You think that seems wise?
Or actually, looking back at Ptolemy, we could have the illusionists direct their attacks to one door while we come out the other.
That's even smarter.
I could also just send my spider through and see what's on the other side of the door. And
I would like to be on the other side of this door.
Patience is a warrior's virtue, Montivos.
I could also make an illusion
is
of
trying
that
mine.
singing monster we found and have him run through the halls singing and see if they chase it.
I don't think he's able to come up here.
No, I said I can make an illusion.
Oh, the illusion.
With a shot.
That would work.
I would see what the boy can do while I use the distraction to crush the skulls. It'll be a
See if you can
moment's pittance.
see if you can have that illusion in the other room, because I don't know if this map here is flammable or not. I don't want to see it get destroyed before we can.
It is like a model, like making.
Because there's a map of. Am I able to recognize it? Like.
Not offhand, no.
No.
Wait,
there's a map over here, but
can we get through that?
There's a door here. It's in line with the walling, though.
Yeah. If we have the illusion go through the other room, that's not this one with the map. I don't want to see it get destroyed before we can take a good look at it.
Raina, were you able to get in?
Yeah, I'm in finally.
Yay.
Oi, everybody. We got paths. Doesn't look like there's any traps in this room, so pretty safe to move about.
Antavos will quietly, by their advice, push through this first door and just into the second little chamber in front of him.
Okay.
What? I'll be honest, I thought that door led straight out to the fireballs.
Oh, this one, yes.
So yeah.
These ones are all in line with the chamber holding the flame skulls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
does anything look dangerous in this little room? Can I
No.
make a perception check, or there's nothing?
There's nothing.
Okay, so he just moves up to the door and readies himself for listening for whatever the others are doing.
Looking like the plan is going to be the illusionist here is going to direct all their fire to that other room. Points to where Nahum is.
Or the
I'm
one
sure I
Then-
understand how the skills work then.
Once they've fired their first barrage, we'll have a few seconds to have Yantavos, the warrior, reach him. Once that happens and he gets in close range, the rest of us can support. Because by the time we get there, he'll probably have already smashed them all.
I just need to put my illusion in front of them.
Yeah. Just got to get them to use their first barrage on something that's not us. Think you can handle that?
Yes, as long as I can see where I'm casting.
All right, the Noble Knight can help more with that.
So you're sending an illusion out this way.
No.
While everyone... No?
The other room. The room that doesn't have the map in it.
It's not a map, it's a model.
Model. The one that doesn't have the model in it. I don't want to see it get destroyed by fireballs before we can work with it. This room down here is where I was pointing for the illusion.
So walking through that bottom room, basically, or walking... Like, there's a door there, I'm guessing? Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's a door here. Yeah, sorry, the walls are just perfect enough to not see the doors easily, which are technically hidden.
Alright, well,
They're
as
secret.
soon as someone opens the door, I will send an illusion through.
Alright. Does anybody know how to open that door without being the one to open it?
Or I've got another idea as well.
Oh.
I could just make Yontifos invisible.
Hmm.
Uh,
I think that would work.
That would be interesting.
Are you okay with that, Yontifos?
As
No, you're
long
not a
as-
fan of my magics, but
I do not care for arcane magics, no, but
it'll
You
let you
have
get close
proven-
to smash things.
you have proven yourself a worthy companion. If you deem it best, then I am willing to be affected.
Alright. Do you want me to cast it on you over there, or which door are you going through?
I'm ready here.
Bloody touch. Why does it ask me to roll? Whatever. Roll, I suppose. And I have to drop my...
Dancing
Us.
lights.
You are now invisible, and before you open the door, he is going to scurry off to not be in range of the potential fireballs. Though he is peeking around the corner to watch eagerly.
Right.
Right.
Prepare yourselves. Be ready to strike after I have.
Everybody pick a door and get ready to breach. Move quick and move fast, because those fireballs are dangerous. Guys?
Copy that. Just waiting for the fun to begin.
Is everyone else going to move into the rooms, or?
You guys picking a door to breach, or are you just going to hang out in the bat?
Always going to pick wherever he can hide around a corner. He doesn't want to be in range of the fireballs directly.
Yeah, I know. It makes sense for you to stay in the back.
I'm also gonna stay in the back.
Cuckoo, it would be
Alright.
nice for everyone to be able to get to a door so we could hit them.
There are 3 doors to choose from. The main door is the one that Yontivos is going to bust through. If you're next to the main door, you might get hit.
Am I around a corner in this position, or is this not I guess how
I-
big is that corner, basically?
Not enough to hide behind.
Ah, then yes, I will not be standing there. You will pick.
Yeah, it seemed like you were actually more into one of the rooms, but you were peeking around just to watch. So.
Yes, but I don't want to be in the line of the fire of the director, that line he's breaking into. So imagine the corner down here, I can assist, but not be, hopefully, melted with my
Stranger with the wolf, be
amazing
careful.
AC and HP.
Lillaway, where are you going?
I'm actually gonna stay behind. If there's a fireball come up, I'll just cast wall of water.
Is that a reaction?
Oh, it's an action, but I can ready it, right?
This is true.
All right.
And
All right.
yeah,
All right.
my house rule.
On your
okay.
go.
Three, two, one.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Antavos busts through the door.
This one at the top is the one you remember smashing. They all appear to be actually looking to the right because they're watching. They have not reacted to your presence.
He's gonna charge the closest one and smash the hell out of it.
Drop my concentration on invis. Will it automatically break that once you
It'll,
attack?
I don't know if it'll break. I think I've set it up that it should.
If it doesn't, I'll just drop it after.
Okay, advantage from invisible.
Woo.
Doink.
God, that's so bad. 1s and 2s.
Both of those would have hit.
So it does knock it prone. And I'll say I'll shove it into the window crevice or whatnot with the crusher knockback. Let's see here. Invisibility is gone. And then he's gonna just step 5 foot to the side and smash the one that's looking fairly broken up with a second strike. Will be. Can I do reckless? When you make your first attack on your turn. Okay, so. No. Alright.
Yep, that hits.
A little better damage this time, please. That's better.
Yeah, that is starting to crack it down the center. And is there anything else you can do with that surprise?
I don't think so. It's about everything I can do here.
Okay, well,
That's
if
cool.
everyone would like to roll their initiative, we'll start round 1 with surprising the flame skulls.
Woo.
Yeah, where?
Sheesh.
Yikes!
Did it not pop up for us to roll initiative?
You gotta go to the other.
It's in-
Second tab.
The
The
sword
swords.
icon.
Can I give Andros I am so sorry. I want to give Antavos my combat advantage
Okay.
or my initiative advantage. So Antavos, you can roll again.
Ontvos also still has advantage from cutting the cutting words or whatever, silvery barbs.
That's true.
Would he
I
not
would've-
have used that while he was in combat, though?
It would have worked on
would have been whatever
next
my
attack roll,
first-
ability check, or saving throw.
Yeah, so it already would have been used up on the first attack then.
Yeah, so I want to give him my initiative advantage.
So GM, I think you can clear mine and allow me to re-roll it.
Or yeah,
Or that.
I mean,
You're
You can
welcome.
do initiative.
Thank you.
I can, because I have a feature that lets me do that.
Oh, I didn't even know.
okay, just waiting for I need to roll for Sven. And Noko, Avery. Is his audio resetting?
No, sorry. Lily fish chewing on some food. Did you send
Second
it out to
tab.
everyone? Okay. Oh yeah, that's how we do it.
That was almost an at one.
I know, Jesus.
Breach.
Okay.
Wait, why am I
And
going first?
Because you rolled best.
You roll.
I'm literally not gonna breach. I'm gonna hold my turn till Yontifos goes in.
Antivos has already
Oh,
gone in.
yeah,
He's
it just
literally
went in.
smashing.
Yeah,
Oh, well, Avery is still sleepy.
we're in a surprise round right now because we surprised him.
if you would
No,
like to
this-
delay,
No, I'll go in now. That door open? Or is that door?
if you're gonna go through it, yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Close the distance. Don't let them get their fireballs off.
So 1, 2, 3. Basically, one at every arrow slit.
Just like go here and I'm actually able to use this properly for once. Although I may actually hit Yontifos, so I don't know. I'll find out.
If anybody can tank this mystery hit, it would be Yontifos.
Yeah, but he probably won't be very happy. There we go.
Hmm.
Yeah, he'll reach down to his pack and pull out a bit of rotten bread and cast Usher's Caustic Brew and throw it out directly for him. I think that's all I can do right now, so I'm gonna hope they don't notice me and end my turn.
Okay.
Meow. 5. Oh. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that Caustic Brew still hanging there?
I don't think so. I think it's a one-time and done. It's not like
Okay.
an AoE, like a damage over time thing on the floor.
Okay. On this one here, I'm gonna try and hit it with bone hurting juice. Please work. Oh.
Woof.
Oh. Well then.
If anything, you realize as you're stretching out your hand with the inflict wounds, not only did you miss a floating skull, but there's a sensation that the necrotic energy would not have even phased it.
Of course.
It is immune to necrotic.
Yeah, should have realized the undead floating skull would be immune to necrotic, or to, I don't know, how else would I describe necrotic damage? That's how I describe it to the rest of the group, that they're immune to necrotic.
The collective consciousness figures this out. I know it's late.
Dead or immune to undeath.
Well, I guess I'm gonna use my
Shocked Pikachu face.
bonus action to summon a spiritual weapon.
You already cast.
So that's a leveled spell that Inflict Wounds
Oh.
is.
Oh, I thought concentrate. Okay.
You only
Then
can cast
I don't
one
do anything.
leveled spell per turn.
Then I don't
But
do
you-
that.
Yeah, it's a leveled spell, but you can still use a cantrip if you had the ability.
Protect me, Squire.
So anyways, we start blasting. So let's see that that poor one right there. How far away is it? It is 30 feet away. Let's go! Let's use Planar Warrior. I don't trust my dice rolls, so we're not gonna do Sharpshooter.
Should almost be dead.
Yes.
I don't think it can shield that, so.
No, but it only did 11 damage.
How would you like to do
It should be all
this?
force. One quick shot. It looks like there's a little gap between these two, and then just disappears.
Marvelous.
It's okay. What's even better is we got a second shot. This one we're gonna gamble a little bit more. We are gonna try with Sharpshooter. Because I feel like I'm gambling. The gamble did not pay off.
They're pretty wily.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's really hard to shoot a skull that's pretty far away. And
Oh, it's also technically prone. That's right.
oh, even better.
So you would have been at disadvantage. Whoops.
Oops. Oh, that's okay. It wasn't gonna save a 5. And then yeah, he is going to maintain cover at the door. I think he'll end his turn.
Unless the
That'll be
floating
wise.
skull is immune to prone. I don't know that.
How could a skull go?
You
Let me hit
technically,
hits
actually,
the floor.
yeah, it is immune to prone.
Oh,
That's why it
okay.
didn't go.
Ah, that makes
Ptolemy!
I'm covering the door, but you may want to run away after you do whatever it is you do.
So I have an after image apparently.
I think it's
I
just
think that's just showing your
usually-
previous spot.
Okay. No.
Yeah, it's done that for quite a while on this
well,
level.
I could have made someone else invisible. I forgot about Twin Spell. Alright. I mean, they're flaming skulls, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit them with a ray of frost, shall we?
Yes.
Sure.
Nice.
Ptolemy is back, baby.
Roll that 4d8.
Wow.
The
Rough.
sad
okay.
thing
Oh,
is,
wait. 40?
it's immune to cold, but I have a feeling.
Oh.
Oh.
It's too hot to be
Flaming
cold.
skull, listen. Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry.
The enemies are
It
immune to
Puffs
necrotic
the
and cold.
flame. It puffs the flame out, but then immediately it reignites. However, it is still slowed by 10.
Okay then.
Zen is gonna go dash in. And do some punching. Laying these poor things to rest. Okay, he usually does...
Stick, flurry of blows.
That is not shieldable. First one is 6 damage. That meets a shield. 10 damage. Then flurry of blows.
Could he do a stunning strike on this thing?
You could try, though it is pretty close to death.
Stun things can't
Or
fire
is it now?
fireballs.
This is
Favorite
true.
Dead things.
So, but
I mean, during the... Probably had to be during the flurry of blows. So that'd be the first unarmed strike. And then I'll do the stunning strike. Wait, no,
Heather, even
Because
a
it's any
roasted
attack.
chicken.
it's any attack, right? It doesn't have to be...
it could be any attack.
Oh, that's unfortunate, right?
Whenever you use your flurry of blows, you gain the benefit of disengage, and your walking speed increases by 10 feet. So he's got more movement after flurry of blows.
How? But that's sad. There's so many things stacked on top of this. And they don't technically have attacks of opportunity because they don't have melee weapons. So Zen, I think, is going to threaten this one over here.
Oh, they don't have attack of opportunities. I could have run.
Did he stun it?
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Let me put...
All right. Antavos is gonna run up here. First attack, I am going to grapple the one that's not stunned.
Yep. That's right. Athletics and
15 feet. I've got 40 left, so I can move 20 with it. Cool. I'm raging.
yeah, and oof, that was almost bad. Yep.
Okay.
Where are you throwing it?
Oh, he's running with it back to this little side room, or the little center room.
Mm-hmm.
Be kicking the door open. The other door is closed.
If, I mean, we could say that you closed it before, then yeah.
Sure. Yeah, so he shoves it in there. He'll take a second attack on it, recklessly. So we'll go reckless, and I'll swing at the flame skull. 15. For 15 damage. Knocks it 5 feet into the room, slams the door shut, and braces himself against it to make sure it can't open it. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming that I heard all the commotion that happened just now.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to like run over to this door and peek inside. See that this skull is in here by itself. I can't
This
fucking
is-
see. I actually can't see. There we go.
Oh, that's
okay.
because
Okay, cool. So, she's going to see this skull in there by itself after just hearing this door slam. And just without even thinking, she's going to cast a guiding bolt at it. Hopefully. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but okay, my first roll was that 18, so that would have hit. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit advantage.
that's fine.
Wow, are you for fucking real?
That's
I rolled 3
rough.
ones. Are you fucking serious? Okay, well, at least it has advantage now.
Yikes.
And she's going to follow Octopus's lead and step out of the room and close the door behind her. She's gonna look at Lillaway and go, fucking take care of that thing. And that's my turn.
The skulls, that one's stunned. And still the surprise.
Oh, I thought the surprise round was Antavos smashing him the first one.
No.
Oh, that's what I thought too.
No,
That's
he
why I
said
shoved it in
again
a room where it couldn't fireball anybody.
No, so again, he said that you get the first hit, but it was a surprise round for us all.
I did what I would get pissed at Baldur's Gate for. For not doing, rather. Because you're supposed to, shoot something, and then after that, you get your surprise. Anyways, the other way. Door strategy.
Okay, this might be stupid, but I'm going towards the door. I'm gonna open it and not landing next to Helene, but kind of like just like a wave of my staff. I'm gonna do a wall of water in this room, and then I'm gonna close the door.
Please.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so if possible, I'm not trying to hit Yantavos, but yeah, I don't know. It's 30 feet. I'm assuming it's gonna go through underneath the door, but
Fill the room.
yeah, I'm gonna
And you
fill up
can
the room.
freeze. Oh, it can be frozen.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's filling up the room with water.
Okay. It is definitely waterlogged. And then you close the door.
Yeah, I closed the door as I casted it quickly.
Okay.
I hopefully can drown to death. That's what I
Drown to death.
What? It's a flame, right? So they die in water. It can't
And
really do
you hear-
anything.
Angry clicking noises that are muffled by water.
I mean, that's all I can do. So I'm just gonna end my turn.
Right. This chucklefuck over here is frozen. Stunned, rather.
Stunned and melting.
Well, if he's stunned.
Now, necrotic damage slides off of them, just so that you remember.
Gun
Along with
damage
cold.
doesn't.
They are hard to hit though with guns.
You have advantage. It's a stunned.
I don't use guns.
It's Avery's
Avery
turn.
does. Yeah,
apparently
Noko, you're
Frank-
muted.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. I tried to buy you time, but
Oh,
it was enough.
yeah, where is my gun? Is it still just with me, and we just haven't put the token in, or did they actually get like unsummoned?
I mean, did you summon it as gun or turret?
I don't think I ever took it off a gun.
So, yeah, I'll just hand wave it and say it's probably towards the end of its duration, since you've been gone, quote unquote.
There you go, gun. Then I will take aim at the one that's in front of
Advantage.
yeah. That one at the front of him.
You adjust to the right a little bit and also hit pet. I mean,
You know you won't be able to kill me. I have a weird habit of not dying.
I believe I
just-
had it in force mode before.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
And it should be
And
your bonus action to shoot it, and then you have still your action to do something with it.
Ooh.
out of spite, it's gonna shield. Wait, it's stunned. That doesn't work anyways.
Jesus.
Ay-yi-yi.
What is
Wow.
happening with the fucking damage rolls tonight? What
the
is
dice.
this?
The
You
dice
guys
don't want you
used
to
the
go
roll
to sleep.
20 effect, huh?
Oh
The
no!
dice don't want you to go to sleep, so you still have your action.
Actually, I used my potato gun instead of my force gun.
Quick, switch out the silly bullets. I saw you put Nerf bullets in there earlier.
It's just a fucking Nerf bolt stuck to his forehead with the suction cup.
Hit it with magic missile.
I don't think I have magic missile.
Hit it with something that doesn't do fire.
Uh,
Or cold.
Necrotic.
Or
all I
necrotics.
have is
Radiant
things
seems
that's
to work.
necrotic.
Hit it with a stick.
Whack it with the stick.
Come on.
Do anything before it shoots a fireball and kills
Didn't
us.
you say?
Please.
Didn't you say you had shocking grasp?
I suppose 5, 10, 50. I guess I'll run up after my gun fails and I'll try shocking grasping it.
Grab it by the eye holes like a bowling ball.
You'll have advantage.
Advantage from stunned.
Oh,
Out
What
of
was
spite is
that
gonna
voice?
shield. It's incapacitated.
still can't shoot.
Dice roll, please.
Oh, is it just giving you the
Oh,
options? there
thank
to
God. An
shield?
actually good damage roll.
It is dead.
Thank Jesus.
You hear as some turbines on my on my contraption on my arm whirls up and then reach out and just grab this thing by the eye holes like Pam said, like a bowling ball. And just release a shocking grasp into it.
Bzz.
All right.
You have successfully skull fucked it.
Okay, I'm out. I'm done for the night.
Shocking.
Oh.
I'm done for the night. Let's go play Gary's mod.
Let's go play Gary's mod. Dude, I found this really cool Katamari as a... Oh,
Sorry.
what else are you doing?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I haven't ended my turn yet because I keep forgetting I have to end my turn.
You're also bleeding.
Why is he bleeding?
Am I bleeding?
You're also
So
almost
Why am I
dead.
almost dead?
Damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you, Nikoshi, that Zerg has a button that just straight up almost kills your character?
Yeah, I remember you saying I was used on you a few
Anyways,
times.
the
Yeah.
door is openable. The wall of water stops at the portal or the doorway.
And the skull inside, you have advantage.
Oh. I
On
reset
attack
my
rolls.
position then. Zoop.
Good sir.
Guiding bolt.
Well, I'm holding the door closed. Are you telling me to open it? Are you opening it yourself?
Well, actually, what did you guys say about? Is the water being kept in there by magic, or is it only being held back by Yontivos?
Leatherway literally made it to be where it's just inside the room. It's magically contained inside the room.
Okay. God, the warrior. Open up the door a smidge. I'm gonna try and hit it.
Oh, fine.
On
Shove.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Shove.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage.
It met.
Roll again, see if you crit.
Pew. I'll do it again just to see if I get that crit. Wait, choose what to do with the previous roll. Oh, that's
Just discard it.
discard. Let's do this again. Advantage.
Hey!
There's a crit.
You did crit!
Shields out of spite.
I'm not using magic missile.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 4,
What
3.
is
4
this?
ones.
What?
4
I'm happy
ones.
with this roll.
What the actual fuck, man? Is it dead?
No. Yes, it's.
All right. You can close that door again. I'm moving out of the way. Oh. Sound off if you're dead.
Aye.
Well fought. Now come, let us get this pitcher and be gone from this place.
All right,
Indeed.
Hagrid, I'm gonna open the door. So step back, honey.
Hey, look, Hellworth! They killed the flame skulls. Yes, yes. He closed
Who
the door.
said that?
Hey, wait a second.
Wait, who said that? Hold on a minute. I recognize his little voice. Before you go in there, back here.
Companions,
Back here, noble
they
knight.
matter not.
All right, now I'm gonna go back here.
Sorry, what'd you say, Nillian?
No, I was just saying get back here so I could guidance you, and then I pat you on the shoulder, and then I
Okay.
left.
Antavos yelled out, called out.
They matter not. All that matters is the pitcher, and then we must leave. They obviously saw our prowess and wisely chose not to battle us.
Warrior, I think they were waiting for us to kill these skulls.
Does not matter.
He is.
The thing said to go up the stairs and turn left, not right.
You know, I agree with the warrior on this occasion. We should get a move on now before things get worse.
Nahum silently agrees. He's just going to keep his eyes open on the door, see if it's going to open.
Oh, sick gun.
And I think that we will stop there, as everyone is